Welcome to La La Land, the continuation of the NBA play-in tournament, where tonight the Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Clippers, two teams with stars, two teams with big brand names, and two teams that face two decisions: win or face elimination. Next stop, Phoenix for tonight's winner. Next stop, Cancun for tonight's loser. And with that, we say good evening, everybody, and welcome to our coverage of the NBA play-in tournament here on Ultimate Sports Media. I'm Seth Eaves. Thank you so much for being with us. We even saved you the best seat in the house. We say hi to our friend Plug NBA Playoff. Thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate you tuning in for what should be a most interesting matchup tonight in the NBA play-in tournament. The Los Angeles Clippers, a team that had a disastrous start of the year. It was a team that looked like that even the play-in tournament was going to be out of reach. Tyronn Lue's team had an absolute disaster of a start of the season. They ended November 5-16, but then things picked up. They played 500 ball in December, but then they really picked it up in January. This was the moment where things worked. They won 11 out of 15 in January, and then in February, they started getting ever closer to it. They still, though, were flirting, had not got to 500. Finally, mid-March, they got above 500. They split their games in April, 42 up and 40 down, their mark heading in to tonight's play-in game. And they're led, of course, by Kawhi Leonard. He has been the man for this team this season, no question about it. He has been there, he's been the man, and he expects to be in the playoff mix. By the way, this team that also dealt James Harden in the offseason. They've had to deal with some injuries too, but they've had a winning season for the 15th consecutive year. Now, try telling a Clipper fan or anybody that 20 years ago or 25 years ago, this would be a team that would have 15 straight winning seasons and their 14th season in at least the play-in tournament in some form of postseason. Quite amazing to think about. Meanwhile, for the Golden State Warriors, it's been a season of injuries and a season of a lot of different things. And one of their worst seasons in recent memory, they lost 45 games this year. They just barely snuck in 10th place at 37 and 45, 11 fewer wins than the previous year. It was their first losing season since 2020, and it was their first losing season in a full season since 2011. That was Steph Curry's second year in the league. He's been dealing with a lot of injury concerns, and they limped, and the injury concerns really hit in the months of March and April. In the games played in the month of March and the month of April, 22 games, they lost 16 of them. So it's a team that, again, is very much limping into tonight's game. The regular season series between these two, the first meeting came back October 28th. Jimmy Butler had 21 points, a 98-79 win over the Clippers, got the season series started. That was game number one. The teams did not meet again until January 5th in Inglewood at the Intuit Dome, where it was the Clippers who won 103-102 on that occasion. So that was the second meeting, and then we were split. Regular season meeting number 3 between the Pacific Division rivals came at the Chase Center on March 2nd, 114-101. The Clippers won that game. And then they played in the last game of the regular season, 115-110. The Clippers won. So the Clippers have no doubt had the upper hand in the regular season meetings this year. We want to update you on the other play-in game going on right now. The 7-8 game in the Eastern Conference, a little north of 2 minutes to go, 102-97 the 76ers lead the Magic. The winner of that game, of course, will move on to play the Boston Celtics in the playoffs, while the loser will host Charlotte in the play-in game, in the true play-in game on Friday night. Here, as we've mentioned, this is 9 versus 10 in the West. As mentioned, the loser is done. The winner will go to Phoenix Friday to play the Suns. Portland beat them last night, sealing their spot in the playoffs proper with a matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. And of course, one wonders, this whole cast, this whole crowd, Green and Curry and Horford and Kerr, are we at the finish line of it tonight? Will a loss tonight, or will a loss anywhere, be the end of one of the great runs by any franchise and any group of people in the history of the National Basketball Association? That remains to be seen. We shall see how it will all work out here. Again, it's Golden State, it's LA, Warriors and Clippers. The season alive at least for a couple of more nights if you win. If you lose, then you're off season. So again, we're actually trying to wait and see when we're going to go and try and get on for the game itself. So what we're going to do here is, since we don't have an official start time yet, and I wanted to acknowledge the comments from the listener/watcher, we'll step aside and we'll be back. And when we come back, hopefully we'll have the start of this play-in game between the Warriors and the Clippers. A capacity crowd inside the one-of-a-kind Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, settling in their seats for this play-in game for the Western Conference between the Warriors and the Clippers. We're just about ready to get this show on the road. Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Guy Santos, Draymond Green, and Kristaps Porzingis will be the starting five trotted out by Steve Kerr and his Warriors tonight. And they will be wearing the white uniforms for this game. Meanwhile, the Clippers will get you their starting lineups when we get them. Darius Garland, Chris Dunn, Kawhi Leonard, Derek Jones Jr., Brook Lopez, the starting five, rolled out by head coach Tyronn Lue. Great crowd on hand, and the Warriors and the Clippers, a superstar, Steph or Kawhi, one will not even make it to Friday night of the play-in. We're ready to go. You would make the Clippers slight favorites because they are at home. They are the higher seed. And as we mentioned earlier, they did take 2 of the 3 games in the regular season, but Golden State does have that postseason pedigree, and it would be very hard to overlook that. Again, the winner goes to Phoenix Friday night to play for the 8th seed and the right to play the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, and the loser will have their season come to an end. Looks like it's going to be Porzingis and Lopez to jump center as we get this one off and running. And the tap is controlled by the Clippers wearing their blue uniforms. Going right to left as you follow the action here tonight. Here's Derek Jones Jr. Bounce pass to Leonard on the right wing. 10 on the shot clock. Leonard has it. Gives it back out to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Dunn with a good pass inside. Ball deflected. Stolen away by the Warriors. And now they run. Santos driving inside. Scoring. James Williams, Ben Taylor, Carl Lane are the officials for tonight's game as Golden State scores first and has a 2-0 lead. Chris Dunn with it now for the Clippers. Now moving over to the left side, this is Darius Garland. Garland now kicking it out. Dunn, left corner 3, a little too strong. Lopez there to clean it up. And the Clippers get on the board. It's the veteran Brook Lopez. And we're even at 2 a minute into the game. Here is Steph Curry. Top of the key, now gets it to Green. Now flips back to Curry. Flips it out to Podziemski on the right wing. And an illegal screen set. And Draymond Green is already running his mouth and had contact with an official. It took 1 minute and 9 seconds for him to get involved with the officials. Are you even surprised? I think, look, he made contact with that one official. He's lucky he didn't get off with a he got off with no technical there. Here's Garland at the top of the key. 10 to shoot. Garland pulls up. 19-footer swish. Darius Garland hits the jump shot. The Clippers go in front 4-2. Here's Curry now over to Porzingis. Green, a left wing 3. That one off the heel, no good. Rebound corralled by Leonard. And it will be Leonard now up the floor. Lopez, he'll take a 3 on the right wing. Rattles in and out. Rebound fought for, grabbed back to an on-rushing Garland. And he lays it in. It came right to Garland. And he puts it in and lays it in. The Clippers have an early 6-2 lead. Green over to Curry. Curry bounce past Green. Kicks it back out. Santos for 3. Will not drop. Dunn got the rebound. Dunn to Garland. Now here's Leonard leaning in. And he missed. And then a foul on Golden State. Steve Kerr in the play-in for the 3rd straight year. The one is just 1-3 is his record. So So free throws coming up. First one up. And good for first one up and good for Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers, the first team to finish with a winning record in NBA history after being 15 games below 500. Leonard knocks down the second, and the Clippers are off to a good start. It's 8-2. Curry on the left side dribbling the basketball. Here is Curry. Moves to the left wing. Curry, long two, puts it up. And long on the jump shot, no good. The rebound, Brook Lopez. Garland now with it. He'll flip it back out. Jones in the right corner for three. That one a little bit too strong. Rebound comes to Green. Now gets it over to Curry. Curry at the top of the key, trying to move the ball. Curry, lobby it inside for Green. A pass picked off. Clippers now on the run with Dunn. Here's Leonard. Flips a layup in, up and in. Kawhi Leonard with the basket. And the Clippers are feeling it to start this game at 10-2. Then we get a whistle here and a foul. I believe it's going to go on the Clippers. 9:04 to go in the first. And it's a 10-2 lead for the Clippers early in this one. Kawhi Leonard averaging 28 a game, sixth highest score in the NBA, fourth in fast break points per game, second in points per game off turnovers, and fourth in steals per game. Just another year at the office for the former San Diego State Aztec. Porzingis for three. That one will not drop. Rebounded by Jones. Clippers now with a chance to run. Leonard on the left wing. 15 on the timer. Nearly a steal. Leonard fakes, finds a trailer. Garland, good fake. He'll pull up the free throw line. That's good. Two for Darius Garland. And it's a 12-2 Clipper lead. And Steve Kerr has seen enough. A timeout taken by the Warriors. A great start for the hometown Clippers. They lead 12-2 with 8:41 in the first. We'll be right back. 8:41 to play first quarter, and a great start for the LA Clippers in this game as they lead it 12-2 over the Golden State Warriors. A reminder, busy weekend on our family of networks. A lot of play-in action. A lot of NBA and NHL, along with other sports, coming your way. We'll promote the heck out of it as the night progresses. Draymond Green gets it to Steph Curry. Thought about the three, now he'll drive. Curry throws up the leaner off the glass. Way off the mark. Ball loose. Comes back to Podziemski. A left wing three. Swish. So a 3 for Podziemski. And it makes it a 12-5 Clippers lead. You're in the 8-minute mark of this opening quarter. Here's Leonard. Looking to kick it back out to Lopez. 8 on the timer. Lopez back to Garland. Garland, ball slipped out of his hands, and it goes into the hands of Payton. Payton now over to Podziemski. Podziemski with 12 to shoot. Now over to Green. Now Porzingis. Jump shot good. So a couple of quick baskets from the Warriors, and suddenly they're within 5. 12-7 with 7:27. Leonard, a deep 3. That one rims out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Payton. Now Podziemski in the left wing. His pull-up 3. That one's not even close. Felt a bit rushed. Leonard now up the floor, bouncing to the trailing Garland. Garland now moves into the lane. Offhand, off the glass, good. Good take by Darius Garland, and it's 14-7 Clippers. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. 8 of the Clippers' first 14 points have come from Mr. Garland. Porzingis with the advantage with 9 to shoot. Kicks it back out. Green, left corner 3, cashed in. Draymond Green knocks down a 3. And the Warriors are back to within 4. 6:39 to play in the first. 14-10 LA. Garland back to Lopez. Floater. Used every inch of the rim, but did not drop. Podziemski now has the rebound. Here's Podziemski. Off the window. Leans in. Scores. And the timeout did wonders for Golden State, and Tyronn Lue's like, maybe I need to take one and see if it'll have the same desired effect. 6:20 to play first quarter. Clippers lead at 14-12. The NBA play-in tournament here on the channel. Again, glad you're with us tonight, wherever you may be choosing to access our content. And a reminder, the NBA on the channel continues Friday night. Continues on Friday night. We'll have live action. We'll have both of the play-in games. We'll have Charlotte and Orlando at 7:30, and then at 10 o'clock we'll have the winner of this game heading to Phoenix. And then Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, we'll be in the Rockies. Game 1 between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. And my, will that be fun. And maybe more working your way through. believe we're also working as we speak. It looks like we're also going to have for you Game 1 at 9 o'clock on Sunday night. Game 1 of the Portland-San Antonio series. So, a lot coming your way. Of course, we've got NHL action. We'll have Stanley Cup playoff action for you. One game at 2 o'clock Saturday, and then another at 8 o'clock on Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll have a first-round game at 1 o'clock as the playoffs are in high gear. As we just got ready to come out of the timeout here in this game. So we're ready to resume action here. Clippers with the ball, leading it by a score of 14 to 12. Leonard driving through traffic. Missed the layup. Golden State has it. Warriors can tie or take the lead. This trip down, they're on a 10-2 run. Santos now on the right wing. Santos on the drive, lays it in, and we've got a tie game. 14 to 14. Your score in the early going in this one. Garland tipped and a steal by the Warriors. Here's D'Anthony Melton into the game. Finds Curry, gets in position. Curry, three. This one misses. Now here is Leonard on the right wing for the Clippers. And we get a stoppage at 5:24. So here is the inbounds pass to Garland after the foul. And here's Collins driving in and scoring. Good work by John Collins. His take puts the Clippers back in front. This is Curry now. On the move. Curry, a three. Good. A three ball for Steph Curry. And the Warriors now have their first lead of the night at 17-16. Leonard, Jones, three ball, short three, no good. Rebounded by Al Horford, the veteran. Curry now on the right wing. Horford trying to set a screen. Curry with 12 of the shot clock. Curry still has the basketball. Left hand move. Now back to his right. 8 to shoot. Curry on the drive. Layup missed. Green tried to swat it back towards it. Couldn't. And Leonard has the break for the Clippers. And his pass for Jones a little bit too strong. Now to play it goes. Clippers inside, and they get the basket. Bit of a cutout there. 18-17, the Clippers lead. Horford attacks and scores. Oh, no defense at all. Free ride to the basket for Horford, who jammed it in with two hands. And Golden State back in front. Benedict Mathurin now with the ball for the Clippers. Back to Collins. Now it's Mathurin. Free throw line. Fakes to Collins. Jones on the left side. Now back over to Collins. Now it's going to go to Mathurin. Mathurin's free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Melton, and then we get a foul on Horford. He doesn't think It should have been that way, but the refs think differently. Leonard on the left block. Leonard, jump shot, good. Silky smooth jumper by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers back in front, 20-19. State up the floor, and their shot altered, and now here comes Leonard. That's a long two for Leonard. In and out. Rebound, Golden State, Melton. Warriors now on the push. Here is Horford. Now gets it to Melton. Melton now a lob to Horford. 10 to shoot. Right block. Horford trying to spin on the baseline, and we got a whistling and a foul. We have a technical here, so Pajemski with a free throw and a miss for the Santa Clara man. Missed the free throw there in the famous distraction wall there. A former Mr. Basketball with the state of Wisconsin. Third-year pro out of Santa Clara. Played all 82 games for Golden State this year. Inbounds pass now for the Warriors. Melton now with it. Now Porzingis gets it back to Melton. One on the shot clock. Horford for three. In and out. Clippers have it now going the other way. Trying to run. Here's Jordan Miller. And Miller into the game and throws it deflected. And meanwhile, Steph Curry heading back to the locker room. So that is not a good sign if you're a Warriors fan, as Kobe Sanders drills a three for the Clippers. From the corner, their first three of the night, and they now lead it by 4 at 23-19. Whistle and a foul away from the ball. First three of the night for the Clippers. 23-19. Now here's Golden State to inbound. Horford now gets it to Melton. Melton on a drive, and he turned it over. Clippers now on the move. Good break. Now stepping back is Mathurin for three. Threw up an air ball. Rebound Miller. That one swatted. Comes back out to Sanders. Now Miller will try again and hit it. Three ball, Jordan Miller. And the Clipper lead back to 7. Podziemski. Did he draw a foul? Is it going to be a shooting foul? Look, he has a little bit of blood on his nose. 1:59 to play first quarter. 7-point LA lead. So here is Podziemski. And they got the distractions ready to go. And let's see what's going to happen. He doesn't bother with the first one. He makes it. Podziemski averaged 14 points a game this year. 80% free throw shooter. On the campaign in the regular season. Again, all 82 games for the first time in his short career. And out of a second, oh, Porzingis! Star rim, Porzingis! Oh my goodness, a Latvian lunge. Layup at the other end, good. Clippers answer right back. Good work. Layup is in by Matherin, 28-22. Clippers getting some good production from their bench so far. 12 bench points in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis looking to get it back out. 5 to shoot. Podshemski a straightaway 3. That one is too strong. And the rebound gathered in by Leonard. Leonard up the floor. Leonard driving and a foul. Play in the first is they show another look at that thunderous slam by Kristaps Porzingis. And boy, was it ever a thunderous slam. So here come the Clippers to inbound. Leonard on the move. Kicks it back out. Matherin a left wing. 3 good. Got another one to go. Matherin splashes it down. The lead's at 9. 5 for Benedict Matherin. Podshemski up the floor. 13 on the timer. Podshemski out of the left wing. Podshemski 6 to shoot. 5-4. Podshemski got to go. 1 second, has to put up the long 2. It's too strong. Rebound gathered in by Collins. Got a 3-second difference between game and shot clock. Matherin with the ball directing traffic. It's Matherin. Thought about the 3. He'll give it to Leonard. 7 to shoot. Leonard, he better do something. He's a little bit indecisive. He'll just step back for 3 with the shot clock winding down. It's off. Podshemski, 3 seconds. Long pass for Porzingis. No good. Ricochet off the backboard. Comes to Matherin, who just throws an 85-foot Hail Mary to end the first quarter. That's way off the mark. Bit of a wild ending, but the Clippers, nothing wild about their performance so far. 31-22. They lead the Warriors after 1 quarter in the NBA play-in tournament. We'll be right back. 31-22 Clippers as we start the second quarter. Warriors with the basketball at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Golden State with it. D'Anthony Melton now over to Podziemski. Now Podziemski, a left wing three. Goodness me, that spun around twice and somehow it didn't go in. There here goes to Phoenix to play for the 8th seed on Friday night. The loser has its season come to an end. Sanders kind of off balance and call foul there, I do believe. (31-22). Clippers on top, 11:26 to play in the first half. Mathurin for the Clippers now gives it back to Dunn. Long high pass to Miller. Mathurin with 2 to shoot. Went for the extra pass, saying it was to nobody. Out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Warriors. Go back to the Warriors. Each team now at 4 turnovers. And then up the floor, D'Anthony Melton. Melton on the attack, drives, and scores. Good move by D'Anthony Melton. Back in La La Land tonight. Plays college ball for USC. Miller for the Clippers, top of the key, works 12 to shoot. Miller drives, kicks it back out. Sanders is all alone for 3. He missed it. Rebound gathered in by Melton. Warriors now on the run. Santos lobbed to Porzingis. In a world of trouble, back to Podziemski. And Podziemski with a free run to the basket lays it in. And the Warriors have suddenly cut it to 5 here at 31-26. 8 for Podziemski. Dunn. Collins for 3. That's too long, too strong. And a foul on the floor, though, on the way down. And it's going to go on Golden State. And Clippers and Warriors here. Lob to Collins. And turnover. Now over to Santos. Santos with it now. And Santos on a drive. Oh, that's brilliantly done by Guy Santos. Nice move to lay it in. Golden State now has cut it to 3. Now here is Garland. A bounce pass to Collins. Collins on a drive block from behind by Porzingis. Golden State can tie with a 3. Here's Melton. On the run, Gary Payton II drives in and score the bucket. For Payton, is it a foul or a timeout? I believe it's going to be an and 1 here. And free throws coming up for the 10th year pro. God, it's hard to believe he's already in his 10th year. 10th year pro out of Oregon State. Part of the 2022 Warrior team. Was an honorable mention All-American with Oregon State in 2016. He helped the Beavers snap a 26-year NCAA tournament drought when he was with them. The and 1 free throw is no good. A brick of the rebound gathered in by Mathurin, but then a steal. Warriors get it back. Podziemski, Porzingis, now back to Podziemski. Went for the bounce to Payton. Payton back to Santos. Porzingis straight away 3. Can it? Warriors in front on a Porzingis 3. Timeout, Clippers. As Ty Lue takes the TO. With 9:24 in the second, the Warriors lead it 33-31. We'll be right back in just a moment. .924 to play first half. 33-31. Golden State leads. Saturday, live soccer coming your way. 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Atletico Madrid. Big week for them. Could get even bigger. Could win some silverware. They'll face Real Sociedad in the Copa del Rey final. That again tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Saturday at 3 Eastern. We might have Porto and Nottingham Forest tomorrow as well. Just keep your eyes tuned for that. Here is Dunn to Garland. Clippers with the ball. Matherin's jump shot no good. Rebound Golden State. Warriors who have now seized all the momentum in this one. And Melton putting it in and scoring a 13-0 run for the Warriors. And they now lead it by 4. Matherin over to Garland. Dunn. Now Garland at the top of the key. Back to Dunn. His 3. Good. Chris Dunn with a triple. And the Clippers pull it back to within 1 on the Dunn 3. Warriors up by a point. This is Porzingis on the right wing, dribbling around. Dribble handoff back to Payton. Payton on the attack. Payton got it blocked by Matherin. Good block by Matherin. Here comes Dunn up the floor. Long cross-court pass. Garland for 3. Got it. Back-to-back threes for the Clippers, and they go back in front on on the 3-ball by Darius Garland, who has 11 points. Shot at the other end, no good. Foul with 7:59 to play as Porzingis look he came a little bit limp. By the way, Steph Curry has still not returned to this game since heading to the locker room. So the first free throw up and no good for DeAnthony Melton. Melton, a Pac-12 all-defensive team player in his 1 year playing at USC. 9th year pro. He's also played with Phoenix, Memphis, and Philadelphia. And makes the free throw, does Melton. Second free throw. Warriors now within 1. Here's Dunn for the Clippers. Dunn. We have another whistle. (37 to 36). So Dunn now with the inbounds pass back to Lopez. Haven't called his name in a while. Leonard double teamed. Switch comes as they get it back over to Garland. 3 to shoot. Garland. Lopez. Good on the floater from about 8. Clippers now up by 3 at 39-36. Melton. Waiting for the inbounds pass here. Draymond Green into the game. Now Steph Curry back into the game. Curry flips it in. And a good tap. Melton on a drive. No good. Dunn tap. So did Lopez. Gets into the hands securely of Leonard. Now Garland on the wing. This is Lopez. Lopez with it. Fadeaway jump shot. Not even close. Payton lost the rebound, though. And then collision and a foul on the Clippers. Just past 11 o'clock in the East Coast of these United States. 8 o'clock in the Pacific time zone. It's the Clippers 39, the Warriors 36 in the NBA play-in tournament. Seth Eaves with you here. Winner goes to Phoenix on Friday, the loser. And it is game over for their season. Payton was the one fouled, and he'll go to the line. He makes the first one. Second free throw. Also good, and with 7:01 to play in the first half, it's a 1-point game. Here's Dunn now for the Clippers. Dunn now back to Leonard. Leonard trying to move into the paint. Leonard kicks it back out. Dunn back to Lopez. Lopez for 3. Off the mark and no good. Payton now over to Curry. Now it is Payton. Payton, and got a foul here. Foul. Oh, Green with the inbound. Good cut, but a missed layup by Santos. Clippers run. Dunn with a nice reverse layup. Chris Dunn putting it in, and then a steal off the inbounds pass. Here's Leonard driving and scoring the jump shot. Oh, and the Clippers with a quick succession of buckets allows Steve Kerr to burn a timeout. 6:03 to go in the half, and the Clippers lead at 43-38 in the play-in tournament. We'll take a quick break. Since 2014-15, these are the second and third best teams in the NBA with win percentage. Only the Celtics have a better win percentage. They have one title, the Warriors, of course, with 4. The Clippers still with a big goose egg in the championship department. Not even a finals appearance. Best they could do was get to the West Finals in 21, where they lost to Phoenix. Lechipsky now gives it up to Horford. To Santos, and Santos on the cut with a two-hand flush. That makes it a 43-40 game. 5:37 on the second. Here is a reverse. Here's a running layup to the basket. Shot off the mark and no good. Green inside. And again, the Warriors with 4 quick points. This game really has had its share of ebbs and flows, which is what you want in postseason basketball. It's technically not playoff basketball, but it is play-in and postseason basketball in do-or-die situations. Dunn to Leonard. Leonard hooks it in and one. And a chance at a three-point play for Kawhi Leonard. Good pass from Dunn there. And then Leonard with a nice lay-in. Clippers have completed the most and-ones in the NBA this year with 184, sixth most. The next closest team. And they complete that one with Leonard to make it a 4-point game. 46-42. Curry. Horford. 3 no good. Podziemski a tap out to Green. Curry for 3. Good. No! He got it, but an offensive foul away from the ball on Santos will give the ball back to the Clippers. So back to live action. Leonard driving, no good. Dunn got the rebound, the pass, the flush by Jones. Lead now back to 8. Curry now for Golden State. Steph Curry working with it. Gets it back to Podziemski. Podziemski now back to Horford. His 3 for the right wing. Will not drop. Santos got the rebound. Tried to go up with it. Ball's knocked out of his hands. And it's out of bounds. It will stay with Golden State. Another violation against the Warriors as Curry was trying to shoot a 3. Leonard now gets it over to Dunn. Dunn, turn around, no good. Rebounded by Horford. Curry moving in, trying to put it up. Lays it up, missed it. Rebounded by Leonard. Jones now back to Leonard. Leonard throwing one up. No good. Rebounded by Santos. Santos then threw it away. Back to Dunn. Leonard. Now it's Garland. Kick out. Jones in the right corner for 3. Splash. A 3-corner pocket for Derrick Jones Jr. And with a timeout taken with 3:24 to go in the second, it's back to a 9-point Clipper lead. Steve Kerr arguing his case with the official. We'll be right back. (51-42) lead for the Clippers. Lead it by 9 as we continue to fun. While we were away, it looks as if Steve Kerr actually said the magic word in that argument with the official. No, but you'll never guess who did say the magic word. Number 23 in white. Technical foul, Draymond Green. In other news, the sun will rise in the east and set in the west. Curry, Green, ball slipped out of his hands. Podziemski in the corner for 3, got it. Warriors back to within 7, nearing the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. 11 points for Podziemski. Garland. Lopez now back over to Garland to the right wing. Garland with 5. Garland puts it up. It's no good. Porzingis the rebound. Now Podziemski wrap around Green. Curry from the right wing for 3. More often than not, he gets that set and gets that stroke off. He hits it, and he hit it there. 6 for Curry. It's a 4-point game. Jones fouled as he was trying to move with the basketball, and he is still down. Looks to be, oh boy, that is not good. He's holding his right leg is Derrick Jones Jr. So 4-point lead for Tyronn Lue's team, and did get touched a little bit there by Santos. And then you be the judge of it. You be the judge. So here's Jones. Boy, he is grimacing going to the line. 10th year pro out of UNLV makes the first one. The 2020 Slam Dunk winner, Mr. Basketball of the state of Pennsylvania back in 2015. Airplane Mode, of course, is his nickname. So some of you might know him as. Second free throw, good. Rattled in, hit the front of the rim and bounced in. So despite the grimace, Jones hit them both. And the Clipper lead now at 6. They're 6 of 6 at the foul line tonight of the Clippers. Payton now back over to Curry. Curry losing the basketball, and then he gets fouled with 2:10 to play in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll get you caught on what else is happening around the sports world. And in the NBA is the pieces to the puzzle starting to fall into place. One more team had their season in last night, the Miami Heat. Loser of this game will join them. Steph Curry now at the line. The 38-year-old. 17th year in the league out of Davidson. And he makes the first one. A 4-time NBA champ. Was the finals MVP in 22. All the accolades that you could imagine. He's got them. Averaged 27 points a game this year. 92% free throw shooter. Makes the second. Warriors back to within 4 as we are 2 minutes to play in the first half. Garland just going to pull. It rims out into the hands of Porzingis. Now over to Podziemski. Podziemski with the basketball. Now gives it to Curry. Curry off a curl. That's dangerous. 3 no good. How? Porzingis for the second time tonight with a follow-up slam. A Porzingis punch. Leonard up the floor. Mathurin top of the key. Mathurin for 3. Got it. It's good from Matherin. And it's 57-52 inside of 90 seconds to play in the first half. Curry, wraparound. Porzingis flings one. Back to Podziemski. Podziemski loses it. Gets it back with 104 in the second. Podziemski and going to get a foul here on the Clippers. Now Podziemski at the free throw line. Free throws and misses the first one. Distraction. The Waves section over there is kind of reminds you of a college student section. It's one of the unique aspects about the crowd at this relatively new building, just their second year playing in this Intuit Dome building, the Clippers. Second free throw good for Podziemski. 63 seconds to play in the half. 4-point game. Here's Garland now for the Clippers. Drew a double team. Back to Leonard. Fakes. Leonard pass deflected by Payton out of bounds. It'll stay with the Clippers. Sanders looking to get it inbounded. Flips it to Lopez. Lopez. Now lob. It's Lopez again, and Lopez puts it in. 59-53. You got 18-second difference between game and shot clock. Curry, no look behind the back to Porzingis. Porzingis steps back. 3. Rims out, no good. Leonard got the rebound. Leonard trying to run the break. Leonard still going. Leonard with a slam. I think some of the Warriors stopped playing. They assumed there was going to be a foul. Some people stopped playing because they assumed a foul call the way he was tiptoeing it. But Leonard kept going and put it in. 14 points for Leonard. Shot clock turned off. Curry with the basketball. Curry, Green, now back to Curry for 3. No good. Chased down by Garland. 1 second left. Garland from about 80 feet. Just off the mark. And that gets us to halftime. And the Clippers are 24 minutes away from a date with Phoenix on Friday night. Kawhi doing more Kawhi things in the postseason. At the break, it's the Clippers 61 and the Warriors 53. We'll be back in just a minute. Our season-long coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series continues Sunday as the Cup Series goes to a place that has produced some masterpieces of races in the last few years. It's a return to the Kansas Speedway for the Cup guys. 2 o'clock, they'll drop the rack Sunday. Hope you'll be with us for all the exciting action. Good race at Bristol, Tennessee last weekend. Ty Gibbs scoring the victory in that one for his first career win. We are at halftime in this play-in tournament game as the Clippers lead the Warriors by a score of 61 to 53, an 8-point lead for the Clippers. And let's take a look at some of the first half figures. Kawhi Leonard's the leading scorer for the Clippers. He's got 14 points in this game. Kristaps Porzingis with 9 points, leading the way for Golden State after one half. Actually, leading the way for Golden State scoring at 20 is Brandon Podziemski. He has 12 points. Leonard, one of 2 Clippers in double figures. The other is Darius Garland, who has 11 points. Warriors shot 46% for the field of the first half. The Clippers shot 49%. 3-point shooting wasn't great at either end. 6 of 20 for Golden State, 7 of 21 for the Clips. At the free throw line, Clippers shot just 58%. Clippers were 100%, 6 of 6. Clippers have the rebounding edge, 29 to 26. The assist edge as well, 15 to 10. Also, steals were even at 5. Turnovers, 8 for Golden State, 6 for the Clippers. Each team with 28 points in the paint. 13-7 edge for the Clippers on second chance points. Fast break points, 12-4 in favor of the Clippers. Points off turnovers, 14-11 for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 10, was also by the Clippers. Let's now go to the scoreboard. Earlier tonight in the NBA, one other game in the play-in. It was the 7-8 game in the Eastern Conference. And Philadelphia got 31 points from Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers are off to the playoffs proper with a 109-97 win over the Magic. Orlando will now have to regroup. They will host Charlotte on Friday in the play-in game. Speaking of the Hornets, LaMelo Ball has been fined $35,000 for what was described as a, quote, reckless play on Miami's Bam Adebayo in last night's game. So that's what's happening there. NHL, relatively meaningless games to finish the regular season with all the playoff spots and everything clinched. There is one game in progress. Seattle up on Vegas in the second period, 1-0. Finals from tonight, Dallas 4, Buffalo 3 in a shootout. Rangers beat the Lightning 4-2. Florida hammered Detroit 8-1. It was Ottawa a 3-1 winner over Toronto. Chicago ends their season with a 5-2 win over San Jose. Now as we go to, I thought we were heading for home with the NHL. I'm going to try and get some other news, but I guess we're not going to get any news from there. News from there. Major League Baseball action in progress. You have 3 games in progress. Seattle leading San Diego 6-0. That game is in the 6th. Also in the 6th, Texas and the A's are tied at 2. And the Dodgers heading to the bottom of the 5th with a 2-1 lead over the Mets. Earlier tonight, Arizona beat Baltimore 8-5 in extras. Adrian Del Castillo with the 10th inning homer for the Diamondbacks. Cardinals take the series from the Guardians 5-3. Jordan Walker now on an 11-game hitting streak. Red Sox over the Twins 9-5. Big day for Trevor Story. He had a home run and drove in 5 runs. Cubs all over the Phillies 11-2. Nico Horner drove in 5 runs. 11 strikeouts from Shota Imanga in that game. Elsewhere, Detroit beat Kansas City 2-1. That's 5 straight for the team with the old English G on their hats. Winfield Perez's 8th inning homer proved to be the difference in that one. Tony Vitello's Giants took another one on the chin. They beat their first place. They lose to the first place Reds 8-3. Sal Stewart hit a pair of 3-run homers and a career-high 6 runs batted in. Pittsburgh topped Washington 2-0. Carmen Mlodzinski with 6 innings of solid work for the Buccos in that one. The Angels botched a pop-up in the ninth. The Yankees took advantage. Jose Caballero's double gives them a 5-4 win in the Bronx tonight. In L East action, Atlanta gets past Miami 6-3. Bryce Elder went into the 6th inning with scoreless heading into the 6th inning. Braves hit 3 long balls in the game. The Rays pounded the White Sox 8-3. That's 5 straight for Tampa. Junior Caminero, Jake Fraley, and Johnny DeLuca all homering in that one. A bizarre 8th inning rally helped Milwaukee snap out of a 6-game funk. They beat Toronto by a final of 2-1. So Milwaukee now is at 9-8. And one other final tonight, Houston gets past Colorado 3-1. Spencer Arrighetti fanned 10 for the Astros. Yordan Alvarez hit a home run. UEFA Champions League, Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon drew 0-0. That's enough for the Gunners to go through to the semifinals. And what a game it was in Munich. 2 titans of the game giving us an absolute classic. Bayern Munich beats Real Madrid 4-3 in the night. They knock out the Spanish Giants 6-4 in aggregate. The semifinals of the Champions League are set. Bayern will take on PSG. Arsenal will face off against Atletico. So there you go with what all is happening there. So we'll take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of the play-in game between the Clippers and the Warriors here on the channel. ready to start the third quarter. 61-53. The Clippers leading the Warriors. Again, the winner of this game will move on and will play the Phoenix Suns on Friday night. As a part of our play-in doubleheader. We already know it'll be Charlotte at Orlando in the East. In the West, the winner of this game goes to Phoenix. The loser will have their season come to an end. Steph Curry just 8 points in that first half. Plus minus a plus 16 for Kawhi Leonard. He had 14 points and 6 rebounds. He didn't make a three, but he was doing some playoff Kawhi-type things in that first half. And it's a big reason why the Clippers now lead it 61-53. So we start the second half. Warriors right to left and white. And Draymond Green gets the pass, had a clear path to the basket, and he threw it down. And the Warriors have cut it to 6 just to start the third quarter. Here is Garland. Lopez, floater goes. Good job by Lopez. And it's now 63-55 as Brook Lopez with the basket. Santos, no good. There is a foul. It is a foul on the floor. Here's Draymond Green with it for Golden State. High pass for Porzingis. And he threw it right to Dunn. Chris Dunn in the passing lane for the Clippers. Finds a trailing Garland. Straightaway three. Short off the front of the rim. Got his own miss, though. Back to Jones, a left wing three. That one also off the mark. Rebounded by Green. Now Santos looking for Curry. Picked off by Jones. Now it's Lopez with it. Lopez now over to Jones. Now Garland on the left wing. Garland drives. Runner off glass. Good for Garland. And the Clipper lead is up to 10. Darius Garland showing some nice moves. 10-point Clipper lead. Green to Porzingis and another slam there. Cutting pass. And again, they did some good passing and cutting that kind of lulled the Clippers to sleep there. 65-57. As we play on in this one. Up the floor, it's Garland. Now it's Leonard. Leonard. Double teamed. Leonard in trouble. And Green got the steal. Green trying to save it. It flies up and it ends up getting retrieved by Garland. That was a bit of a kooky sequence. Garland on the move. Garland now Lopez. And his floater doesn't go. But Chimsky now with the rebound. Here's Curry on the move. Curry kicks it out to Porzingis. Porzingis for three. That one good. Chris stops Porzingis with a big-time triple. And Golden State has cut it to 5. 14 for Porzingis. 65-60 Clippers. Lopez. Now over to Dunn. Dunn to Garland. Garland blocked from behind by Pochimski. Green got the rebound. Curry leading the break. Curry drives, scores. Great move. He's still got a little, does Steph Curry. 7-0 run. Golden State's within 3. Done with the basketball now. 12 to shoot. Leonard for 3. They need the answer. They get it. Big time answer. Kawhi Leonard lead back to 6. 68-62. Under 9 minutes to play in the third. Green for 3. No. Back to Porzingis. He couldn't get it to go, but he got fouled in the process, did Porzingis. 8:51 to play in the third. The big man from Latvia. 4th overall pick from the Knicks in the 2015 draft. 11th-year pro out of Latvia. On his 6 different team, was on the Celtics championship winning team in 24. Was an all-star with the Knicks back in 2018. Came from a basketball family. Tallest players in NBA history at 7'2", and now there's... Is there a piece of debris? That was maybe... Surely someone wasn't dumb enough to throw something onto the court in this situation, but... Again, winner goes to Phoenix on Friday night. And we're still trying to sort out whatever this is here. And still trying to figure out what the deal is here. Listen in here real quick and see what happens. Okay, so no word on whatever the heck was causing this delay. Porzingis misses the free throw. In Friday night play-in games. Both free throws. Done with a rebound. Charlotte and Orlando will be your game in the East. The winner of this game at Phoenix will be your game in the West. Leonard lobbing it, looking for Green. Instead it was Tip. Curry has it for Golden State. Curry, boy, he thought about a deep three. Ridiculous attempt. Tried to get contact with Jones. Jones got the steal. Curry wanted the foul. Jones scores. 8-point game. Curry complains. Golden State up the floor again. Now it's Curry throwing one up. And no good. Rebound gathered in by the Clippers. Because with the basketball, Collins had that rebound. Here is Leonard. Now Jones. Jones from the free throw line. Short got it back and puts it in. Garrett Jones Jr. giving the Clippers some minutes tonight. And a 7-0 Clipper run. Warriors will take the timeout. 7:48 to go in the third. 72-62. The Clippers on top, trying to keep their season alive. 10-point lead for the Clippers. Warriors have the basketball as we resume action. Curry, a little floater, and it's good. Every time Golden State's called a timeout after a Clipper run, Warriors have found their way back into the game. We'll see if it works here. Lob to Lopez. Lopez now flicks it to Leonard. Curry got a hand on it. Leonard keeps it alive barely. Lopez back to Leonard. 3 on the shot clock. Leonard with 2. Leonard's got to put it up, and it's an air ball, and that should be a shot clock violation, and that is indeed the call. 72-64, 8-point lead. Win or go home is a story of this night. Curry for 3. Got it to go and 1. Chance at 4 for Steph Curry. So a chance at a 4-point play here. This would cut it to 4. Curry 15 points. And he gets number 16. You knew he would make it. Under 7 to play in the third. A 4-point Clipper lead. Done. Lopez on the drive. And Lopez scores. Warriors come right back. Here's Curry. Left side jumper is in. Curry with 6 in a heartbeat. And it's a 4-point game. Clippers lead it by a 4 spot. Leonard, double teamed, somehow kept it alive. Leonard back to Lopez, a 3 from the left wing. Rims out no good. Rebounded by Santos. Now Curry up the floor for Golden State. Curry, 16 to shoot. Curry trying to go. Curry with 13. Curry now down to 10. 8 to shoot. Curry, Santos, good pass. Payton missed the dunk. Payton got it back and put it in. And the Warriors are back to within 2 with a timeout by Tyronn Lue. 5:56 to play, third quarter. And it's 74-72 Clippers. Got a good one here trying to determine who keeps their season alive. Steph Curry with 10 of his 18 points in the third quarter. And Golden State is now within 2 with 5:55 in the third quarter. A 10-2 run. Dunn, top of the key. Now going to give it to Collins. And Collins from the right side with a little hook shot from just inside the painted area. And Collins gives the Clippers a 4-point lead, 76-72. Here's Podziemski, now back to Green on the left wing. Horford, 10 to shoot. Horford now to Podziemski, 8 to shoot. Working with it now. Melton now back to Horford with 2. Podziemski with 1's got a pull from straight away. It's no good. Rebounded by Dunn. Long outlet pass. 3 ball. Spins in. Matherin's 3 spins in. And the Clipper lead is now at 7. Podziemski fell down trying to get the pass away. Green takes a tumble looking for the ball. Now here is Dunn for the Clippers. Oh, what a move. Dunn put Horford on skates and lays it in. Chris Dunn. Clippers up by 9. I mean, he just abused Horford. Curry, a 30-footer. You betcha. Steph Curry silences the Intuit Dome. Back to a 6-point game. 21 for the veteran. Dunn on the right wing. Lob to Collins on the right block. Collins with Podziemski on him in a mismatch. Now a pass to Mathurin. Deflected. It was had briefly. Mathurin got it back. Dunn, 4 to shoot. Leonard with 3. Leonard, free throw line jump shot is good. 2 more for Kawhi Leonard. And it's 83-75. 19 for Leonard. Curry to Horford. On the right wing, Curry. Step back 3. Got another one. Oh, the chef's starting to get those ingredients cooking now. Now it's a 5-point game. 4-3 of the quarter for Golden State. Lopez, right wing 3. That one spins in and out. Podziemski with the rebound. Curry lost it. Got it back. Curry in a world of trouble. Still a scramble. Still loose. Clippers come out of there with it. It's Leonard who lays it in. And 1. Podziemski hurt. Or are they going to call this? Oh, they're going to call a foul on the Clippers. I think that is the case here. My goodness, is this turned? Now we have a review. Let me see, there's a flagrant here, maybe? What's the review here? I'm going to pipe in while they review the situation. All right, so review says no basket, a foul on the Clippers. Warriors now trying to move, and we get a whistle and we get a foul here. 2:51 to play in the third quarter. There you see the score upper left. 83-78, the Clippers lead. Curry. Horford. 7 to shoot, looking for Ayton. Pass was picked off. Clippers now on the run. Trying to go with it here. 15 to shoot with Collins. Now to the trailing Garland. Garland now back to Collins. Collins, now Garland. Mathurin straightaway 3 is good. Benedict Mathurin. And the former Arizona Wildcat stretches the lead to 8. 14 for Mathurin. Now Curry on the right wing. Curry with 10 to shoot. Trying to dribble it around. Curry going to pull from about 30 feet. Left it short. Collins gets a critical rebound. And a good rebound. Now flips it to Garland. Garland on the attack. And Garland losing out, but we have a foul here. But that big 3 straight away by Mathurin, I mean, that was huge. Clippers lead by an 8 spot. But whoa. So now here is Saunders left alone for 3. That doesn't go. And rebound gathered in by the Warriors. Warriors with the ball down by 8. Melton with it on the right wing. Back to Porzingis. Tried to lob it to Horford. Horford lost it. Tried to save it, but was out of bounds as he was giving it up to Podziemski. And it's a Warrior turnover. 16th Golden State turnover on the night. Leonard, left wing 11. Leonard. Saunders now to Mathurin. Mathurin, 7 to shoot. Kick out, left corner 3. Got it! Another 3! John Collins! The Clippers' lead is now at 11. Melton, Santos, big 3. They need it, and they get it. We're now inside a minute to play in the third stanza. Mathurin, now Leonard. Leonard, 12 to shoot. Leonard, long 2. Too strong. Podziemski went for the save. Sanders had it originally, and then out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Golden State. 43 seconds to play in the third. Seconds on the shot clock. Melton directing traffic. Lob to Porzingis. 8 on the timer. Long 2. Rims out. Santos got the rebound. Melton a 3 in the left wing. No good. Santos' tip does go. Crucial tip for Santos. Shot clock off. Clippers can hold it. And it's now into the hands. It's into the hands of Jordan Miller. Miller in the lane, and foul on the Clippers. So Golden State will have it with 4 seconds to play in the third. So 4 seconds left. We had those 2 He had two excellent down-to-the-wire play-in games last night. Didn't really have much drama tonight. Could we have some drama in the final 12 minutes of regulation in this one? Curry, 3 seconds. Here's Curry. Bounce pass. Santos, long three. Oh, in and out. He nearly banked it in, but it rims out and will go to the fourth with the Clippers up by a half dozen. 12 minutes to go. One of these California teams is heading home. The other's heading for Arizona. We'll be back for the exciting fourth quarter in just a moment. Twelve minutes to go. 89-83. Clippers on top. Sanders now with the basketball. Trying to wrap around. Picked off though. Pachimski in the way. But then a turnover right back to Collins. Oh, good cut. Extra pass. Kobe Sanders drives. Now a little bit of a double clutch. A three from Mathurin. It still went down. Big time three from Matherin in the lead back at 9 early in the fourth. Here is Santos, top of the key, now over to Porzingis. Bounce pass, Santos lost the basketball and it goes out of bounds off his hand. And it's little things like that that have plagued the Warriors all season long. And that's why they're in danger of having their season end in 11 minutes. Collins, long two, good. John Collins on the midi. 94-83 Clippers. Collins with 11. Here's Podziemski, a left wing three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound gathered in by Matherin. Here is Matherin. Lopez. And nearly a steal, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Golden State. Find themselves down 11 with 10 and a half to play. Melton up the floor. Melton all the way to the basket, had a lot of room. It's happened a little bit too often for the Clippers' liking, I'm sure, at times. Melton lays it in, 94-85. Miller with it now for the Clippers, and we get a foul. And 12 to play. $94 to 85. And a foul here with 10:05 left. It was committed by Melton. So free throws here for Darius Garland. First free throw up and good for Garland. Seventh-year pro out of Vanderbilt, a two-time All-Star, three-time Mr. Basketball in the state of Tennessee when he was at Brentwood Academy. Makes the second free throw, lead back at 11. We're now into the final 10 minutes, and now a steal by Lopez. Up ahead to Garland. Matherin. Matherin is fouled. Only with 9:53 to go. .53 left, and now it's Matherin at the line. 23-year-old from Montreal, Canada. Fourth-year pro out of the University of Arizona. Makes the first one. NBA All-Rookie First Team in 23 with the Pacers. Second-team All-American with the Pac-12 Player of the Year in 2022 with Arizona. Second free throw good, and the Clippers now lead it by 13 with 9:52 to play. Melton up the floor for Golden State. Melton, 12 to shoot. Melton now back to Santos. Lob of the left block, Porzingis. Now back to Santos. His left wing three is good. They need these threes to go, and they need stops. Santos cooks up one there. 10-point game. And then nearly a steal off the inbounds. I believe it was Payton that touched it last, though. Steph Curry back in, 24 points tonight, and it is Golden State ball. Santos. Here's Curry. Oh, good fake. Curry, a three. That one's good. Back-to-back threes. Golden State not going to go away quietly. Back to within 7. On the Curry three with 9:10 left. Miller. Miller on a drive. And a foul. With 9:04 to go, and I believe this one is going to be on Curry. So, free throws coming up. First free throw good for Jordan Miller, who's averaging 13 points a game in his last 7. The former Miami Hurricane, Anaheim native. Also played collegiately at George Mason. Free throw good. Clippers are over the century mark. As we near 9 minutes to play, 100-91. Trying to make the move. Here is Porzingis. Porzingis drives and he scores plus a foul. Or, yes, they do call it. So, Porzingis will go to the line. 8 minutes and 46 seconds left. Porzingis is and one good. 6-point game. 8:46 left. Garland up the floor. Garland with the basketball. 14 to shoot. Garland on the right wing. Garland, 9 on the timer, just holding the basketball. Garland now moves, misses. Lopez's tip didn't go either. Rebounded by Curry. Up the floor, Golden State. Porzingis for 3. He's got it! It's a 3-point game with 8:16 left. Timeout Clippers. Hang on, everybody. Don't go to bed just yet. 8:16 to play. 100-97, the Clippers on top. Warriors, though, refusing to go away. We told you earlier, a rough year for Golden State. The Clippers were favorites, but we also mentioned the playoff pedigree with these Warriors, the postseason pedigree. They do have it in spades. Clippers with the ball. Chris Dunn. 8:04 to go. Garland in the lane. Floater good. And one for Darius Garland. Boy, that was a big-time basket. And the harm as well for Garland. And Garland makes the free throw. And it's a 6-point game again. 8 minutes to play. 103-97. Curry has the ball. Whips it to Green. Now back to Curry. Green high post. 9 to shoot. Porzingis now has it. Timer at 6. Bounce pass to a cutting Curry, who lays it in. Good work by Steph Curry. Good pass by Porzingis as well. 29 for Curry. 4-point Golden State deficit. Garland through the double team. Back to Lopez. Lopez in the paint scores. 2 for Brook Lopez. Lead back to 6. 7 minutes and 15 seconds of counting. Curry on a drive. No good. Lopez. Long outlet pass. Leonard. Layup. Missed. It spun out. Green got the rebound. Now it's Melton for Golden State. Melton, no. Melton gets it back. Porzingis, a right wing three. A little bit too strong, no good. Rebound corralled by Garland. And he'll slowly bring it up the floor with his team up by 6. Garland off the curl. Garland for 3. Knocks it down. Big time 3, Darius Garland. Timeout, Golden State. The lead back at 9. Darius Garland taking over in the money corner. Well, 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 here we go. 108.99. Do the Warriors have another run in them? 108.99. Under 6.5 to go. Santos off the glass, a good finish. And it's 108 to 101. Seven-point game. 18 for Santos. On the left wing now, it is Matherin to Dunn. Dunn, top of the key with 7. Now back over to Garland. 4 to shoot. Garland, 2. Garland in the paint. Altered a little bit. Tapped around. And the rebound grabbed briefly by Horford, but there is a foul now. There's 6 minutes to play. 108, 101. Curry with the basketball. Curry. Bounce past Horford. Now Curry. Back out Horford. His 3. Good. Al Horford. Al Horford, a big-time triple. 4-point game with 5.5 to play. At the Intuit Dome, Golden State just will not go away. Leonard nearly back court. Matherin now on the move. Matherin, 16-footer is no good, but he drew contact, a foul, and he'll go to the line with 5:16 left. The foul's on Curry. What a finish we could potentially have yet in this one. Matherin's first free throw, good. Matherin averages 18 points a game. Tonight he's upped it. He's at 20. Matherin at the foul line, got it. 110 to 104. Six-point game, 5:05 left. Curry, Green, pass, deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. Now here is Pochemski now with the inbounds pass. Green now moving to the right side with 7. And then Curry, and then we get a foul on the Clippers. .458 to go in a 6-point game. Trying to hang on here. Get what would be a season-extending win. Curry's 3 no good, but he drew contact, and he's going to go to the line for 3. Oh my. Or it wasn't a shooting foul, and not in the bonus yet. So Santos will kick it out. Horford, his 3 is good. Horford knocks it down. Warriors within 3, 4:41 left. Left wing now, the Clippers work it. Garland, he's been pretty big in this fourth quarter. Gives it up to Mathurin, 3 to shoot. Down to 2. Mathurin drives and lays it in. A tough 2 for Benedict Mathurin. 112-107, 4:13 left. 42 bench points from the Clippers tonight. Horford now over to Green. Curry bounce pass Horford. Kicks it back out to Santos. Santos back to Horford. He'll try another 3. He got another 3. Al Horford. The veteran coming up clutch for Golden State. 2-point game. Leonard driving at the other end. Now back to Mathurin. 9 to shoot. Mathurin, kick out. Lopez for 3. That one's good. The big men are stepping up from downtown. My goodness. Podziemski now for Golden State. Curry driving in the lane and laying it in. 3-point game nearing 3 minutes to play. 115-112. Season on the line for both teams. Leonard. Too strong for Lopez. Picked off. Curry. Kick out. Podziemski. Horford. Surprised Podziemski didn't pull there. Horford now to Santos. 13 to shoot. Santos on a drive. Unmolested to the bucket. Timeout Clippers. 2:45 to go. It's 1:15, 1:14 Clippers. .245 to go. 1:15, 1:14. The Warriors in the regular season were just 8-33 when trailing at the end of the third quarter. Warriors with 2 timeouts. Clippers have 1 left. Clippers with the ball. Who's going to step up? Garland's been big in the fourth quarter. Mathurin's been pretty big. And we know Leonard comes up clutch a lot of times. Who's going to step up? 8 to shoot. Garland. Bounce pass. Now a kick out. Lopez for 3. No good. Long rebound chased by Horford. Warriors ball. Curry. Horford for the lead. Bullseye. Ow, Horford. Wow. Golden State leads for the first time since the 8-11 mark of the second quarter. Lopez inside, missed the layup, but he got fouled. 1:51 to play. 1:17, 1:15. Draymond Green slowly hobbling back to the floor. These play-in games have delivered. Adam Silver has to be loving it. Warriors have the best free throw average in the NBA in the regular year at 82%. 15 of 15 tonight. Brooke Lopez with two big ones coming up right here. Makes the first. Now a second one for the veteran. With 111 seconds to play in regulation. To tie the game. It is up, and it is good. Even at 117 with 1:51 to play. Curry up the floor. Curry with the basketball. Curry with 13. Now gets it to Horford with 10. Curry for three. Way short. Rebound Leonard. Up the floor. Here's Leonard. Now gives it to Mathurin. Mathurin back to Leonard. 10 to shoot. Leonard. 8 on the timer. Leonard with 5. Back to Mathurin. 3 to shoot. Mathurin in the lane. Tough shot wouldn't go. Tapped around. Rebound Golden State. Warriors have it in a tie game. Up the floor. We reach 1 minute to play. It's in the hands of Steph Curry. 10 on the timer. Curry, a bounce pass to Green. Back to Curry with 5. Curry for 3. Yes! Left. 50 seconds left. Curry's got 34. Clippers take their last timeout. $50 seconds to go. 120, 117. Golden State on top. Clippers have just taken their last timeout. Benedict Mathurin trying to get it inbounded, and he better go. And Green got a hand on it. Steal, Podziemski, layup, entered. Are they going to call a goaltend? Either a goaltend or a foul. What is the call here? Count the bucket for Golden State. What a performance by Curry. They are reviewing this just to make sure. They count the basket and the foul. And now, with 46 seconds left, Golden State is going to go to the line and try to extend it to 6. And the Clippers, in a game, as Garland has fouled out, the Clippers, in a game that they had control of for 90% of the evening, are now staring down the barrel of elimination. Podziemski makes the free throw. Clippers have no timeouts. 46 seconds. Leonard up the floor. Clippers have got to go. Stripped by Green. Another defensive play by Draymond Green. Podziemski. Curry trying to dribble out. Curry goes down and fouled by Lopez. Unbelievable. Draymond Green. If he actually has a legitimate on-court strength, it'd be his defense. His 2 big steals down the stretch. Curry missed the free throw. Oh my goodness. You don't see that often. First miss tonight, he's a 92% free throw shooter. Lead stays at 6. Got the roll of the second. 7-point game. 31 seconds. Leonard. Clippers have got to go. They got to think 3 now. Leonard in a straitjacket. Lopez, 23 seconds. Lopez. Boy, they are wasting a ton of time here. And they'll give him the 2 on that dunk to Leonard, but how much time did they waste? They get it into the hands of Curry. Curry up ahead to Podziemski. Podziemski is finally fouled with 9 seconds, and it looks as if Golden State's heading to Phoenix. A game that they were dead and buried, down double digits in the 4th quarter even. But these old champions and some young guns that don't know about postseason pressure as much as they should probably banded together and are going to keep the season going for at least one more game. Podziemski makes the second. 7-point game, 9 seconds left. Jones up the floor. He'll sky for the dunk with 5 seconds left. They'll get it into the hands of Horford. Up ahead it goes to Podziemski. Beaten, battered, bruised, but never out. The Golden State Warriors have found a way. They shocked the Los Angeles Clippers and will move into the play-in game on Friday night with a 126-121 win. Steve Kerr and Draymond Green with a big embrace. I say this all the time in any sport. You get to the end of your career and those wins don't come as often as they once did. You treasure any big moment. Yes, it's just a play-in game. It is far from the lofty heights of what they're used to. And heck, they're still not in the playoffs yet. But what an effort. And just like tonight, they'll go to Phoenix and they'll be an underdog. But you'd be hard-pressed to bet against them based solely on what this team just knows how to do in a tight postseason spot. They've done it again. And the Clippers, a roller coaster season It was a game kind of befitting of their roller coaster season. A disastrous start, a great turnaround. We told you the first team to go from 15 under 500 to have a winning record. And they were in control for a good chunk of this game, but fell apart and was overcome by the savvy grit and know-how of these Warriors. Final score from the Intuit Dome: the Warriors 126, the Clippers 121. We thank you for watching this live stream. For everyone at YouTube, I'm Seth Eaves. So long and good night. The Warriors are off to Phoenix and are still kicking.